Going live. Oh, I am live. Okay. Off the sound for me, please. No. Okay, yes, yes.
Are you aware that conspiracy is not allowed in Big Brother's house? Yes, Big Brother.
Hold on. Let me move it.
House during the live nomination show. Is this so? Yes, Big Brother. Therefore, you are not allowed to save anyone who lobbied for your mercy. Okay, Big Brother. You are also not allowed to save anyone recommended by any of your fellow housemates. Yes, Big Brother. Do you understand? Yes, Big.
So you guys, that's it. Oh. Big Brother has told Zita that she cannot nominate or save all the people that came to lobby for saving, and that includes Kola, Culture, those two people especially. Kola, he went on and on about how, oh, an immunity will just help boost him right now because he's just quite tired. He has not really won anything, not any sponsored task, not even wager. Like, he's just so tired that he's grateful for the platform, but he's tired. All these things. Terry, please help me shut this window, I beg. The noise. I'm not using mic, so he went on and on saying that. He also went ahead to say that um that because Zita was even saying, okay, do you think that if you find the immunity card, it will help you, like it will make you feel like you won something, you did something? He was like, no, whether he finds it or it's given to him, he doesn't mind. The most important thing is that he's just said for the week, you just help him breathe. He was saying all those things. Then also, apparently Culture had also gone to meet Zita to say, oh, you and Tracy people are friends, so please just help me save her. I know that this whole thing, I don't know if you have anyone you want to save, or please help me save Tracy. That's why when people that was saying conspiracy, Culture just the whole head, just they put her for head. They do. Anyways, it good for them. It good me. I'm just so happy. I wouldn't have minded if she had saved Kolasha. It will not be any of my problem. But the fact that she didn't get the chance to save any of the people that came to lobby, very good. Now let me play this video for you between K Bobo and Coin. Some of you should be seated. Okay, so there you have it. K Bobo and Coin, they were seriously dragging one particular red envelope in the parrot. You guys, you know that as tradition, Big Brother will always place red envelopes across the house and tell housemates to search. And all of them, like some of them, saw the red envelope popping out of the parrot, and they were just waiting for the buzzer to go off so that they would go and pick it. And the two people who happens to arrive at the parrot first was K Bobo and Coin. So both of them they refuse, they're not agree for anybody, they hold it. If you see how this thing is squeeze, they're not agree for anybody. They shout, they were dragging it, and Queen at the end of the day was not like, you know what, no wahala. And by this time, it was already too late. Koinsha went around searching, searched everywhere. At the end of the day, he found 2 tins of milk and he was like, at least I found something. So he has brought out the 2 tins of milk, and I think he took it to the kitchen and brought it out. So somebody was busy hiding food products when people they find food for house. I digress. Anyways, so the official fought, and Coin was so sure that that particular one that Kebobo took was the immunity card. But guess what, guys? At the end of the day, people that started saying, okay, everybody review your cards, calling names, and he called Kebobo. What was in Kebobo's card? Better luck next time. I was so excited about that, because like which one are they fight about? Coin was laughing. Like the whole housemates were just laughing, like, she be on they drag. Now, who is laughing now? Shasha, all this one wey dem do at the end of the day, nobody found the card. Guess where the card was? It was right in front of them, under the mat in the lounge. Like nobody opens that, and I'm just like, you guys, why don't you guys just check? And it pained Victory so much, because Victory was looking for it so much, and he was playing around that area, looking under the table, but he just didn't lift up the mat. So anyways, that's how Zita went ahead to read it, and it was immunity card. Then talking about immunity, the person of that got another immunity was Jason J. He won the most influential player of the week. So his of course his reward was immunity card. So he's immune for the week, which also boils down to why he was playing the way he was playing in the arena. He didn't want to win today as HOH at all. Like at the challenger, he could have easily won. Imagine the music playing, and then in the middle of Jason J playing and challenging for HOH position, he stopped and was dancing Upa Gangnam Style. Say that one no one win. Anyway, so he has the immunity. And then when they told Zita to go and pick from the tree of trinkets, she picked save two. I'm so happy for her. She's going to be the first that will be picking to save two. So that's so good. I'm sure that even right there is save four, save three, but people have been picking save one. So yeah, she picked save two. And just like Big Brother said, you can't save the people that connived to beg for votes or saving. So she ended up picking Mensan and Faith. And I'm just like, these your choices are so random. I can understand for Mensan, because first of all, Mensan is quite, okay, maybe it's because she feels like both of them are segregated in their house. Guys, is that what you think? Because those two people, they don't have people that they will say, this is my friend or these are my friends, right? They're mostly on their own. The housemates don't really blend in with them as much. Even Mensan, he tries his best to try to, enter people, talk to people, but still, that he's nobody's guy. That's just how it is. So I feel like that was what Zita did. I'm looking forward to our diary session tomorrow, where she's going to be explaining more on why she chose who she chose. Maybe not tomorrow, she's going to be the last, so it's going to be like on Wednesday. So she's going to be explaining more on why she chose the people she chose. But yes, it was Mensan and Faith, and they were so excited. Mensan was like, thank you, big brother, thank you, Zita. I said, oh, such a big baby. Anyway, so moving on from this, what else happened today? Let's do again. Now, let me talk about. I hope I'm not mistaken. Let me hold on, guys. Hold on. People are not saying anything. No. More than talk, man, they hear on her voice. Let me be hearing your words, your voices. Okay, okay. Let me talk about Doris and Denari, right? After the Challenger game, Doris was crying. All those ones, I've said it in my previous video. Maybe you should check that out. But she was having a conversation with Denari, and the conversation was just basically about Doris getting upset at Denari for not fighting for the win, right? It felt like Denari just let it slip off their hands. Like both of them, they had the opportunity to play. We all know how this game is a lucky dip, right? So the people who picked 1 to 5, they were the only ones that were going to play, and amongst that 5 is Deneri. So Deneri has the opportunity to bring the win back to them, which is him and Doris, but Deneri didn't act like he wanted it so bad. For example, Jason, he showed that he didn't want it. Zita, she showed that she really, really wanted it. Ivata, on the other hand, showed that she wanted it, but then it happened in such a way where they said game over, so she had to stop. Yes, even Denari had the same similar experience where he said he got to the part where they said game over and all that, but it was not the same with what Ivata had done, because you could see that he was giving up. When he throws and he doesn't get a six, he will now be slow. When he throws and he doesn't get a number, he will be slow. If he has an obstacle, he will be slow. All those type of things. And it didn't look like he was fighting. Then Doris was now explaining to him that, see, I'm not upset at you for not or whatever is going on, but it feels like you didn't want to put in your best. Doris kept explaining how for her, in fact, I talked about it, how Doris had the most obstacle. Only she shoot gun. Only she blow balloon. Only she go back again. Only she had to roll a six. How many times? Yet, she finished, got to the finish line, and it's just because of time. That was why Zita won. If not, Doris could have still won. So she was just explaining to Denari how if he had put in more effort, then maybe they could have won or he could have won. And he now started making excuses and saying his leg is having a bad knee. And Doris is like, this sounds like an excuse to me, because how come is now I'm hearing that you have a bad knee? This bad me that you do not have sense. Me and you have been together, everything, spending the day, everything. You didn't have a bad knee. It's now you're having a bad knee. It doesn't make any sense. So she was start explaining that to Denari, but Denari just quiet, just did it like person with the pour cold water. In my mind, Oga, if you know say you want day with person when they win, you two you go they try they win. Then I was also feeling sad about the fact that they gave him a role to play, talking about this Nollywood thing. So the team of the week is old Nollywood. So they gave all the housemates different characters to play, and Denari was finding it difficult to get into his own character. And I think they gave him Emeka Ike, so he was finding it difficult to get into his character and all those stuff. But I feel like he's just feeling bad because he knows that what Doris is saying is true. He didn't put in the effort. I'm reading Debbie's comments now. She said they are hard workers when it comes to weekly tasks. My thinking, okay, okay, I hear you. Zita is a funny girl. Phil, don't you see that they don't like coin in the house too? My dear, true, oh, true. I agree with you that they don't like coin actually. And do you know why it's easier for us to sort of leave coin out of the people that they don't like? It's because coin has somebody that is with him, like he has a friend, and that person happens to be Dede. Even Rubo is supposed to be Coin's friend, but they don't spend so much time. But Coin, yes, I agree with you that the housemates don't like him. It's how they call him a small boy for me. Oh, that small boy. Oh, that small boy. Oh, that small boy. And I'm just like, okay, okay, oh, congratulations, Faith and Mensa. And yes, congratulations. Thanks, Biggie. Job well done. Yes. Yes, so yes, yes, yes. I'm happy that she saved Mensan and Faith. Yes, that was a good choice. I love it for her. I'm sure Damboskid will be so happy. I was not like, oh, Damboskid is not even here to celebrate his baby's win. Plus, he's not even here for her to save him. But I'm sure he's happy to see her win because since he came out of the house, it's just like, oh, I just want Zita to win. Zita, Zita, Zita. So it's a good one. Kola and culture, you lose after your hard work of conspiracy. Exactly. Exactly. They actually lost because they wanted to win. Like it's so sad. I'm sure that they didn't know that that was such a big deal. If not, they would just sit down and hope and pray. But well, it is what it is. You say, why don't they like coin? Okay, let me guess why, right? I can only guess. I know they their minds. And if you ask them these questions, they are going to deny it. They're going to be like, no, I don't have any problem with coin. I don't have any problem with coin if you ask them. But what I think it is the fact that first of all, Coin is a small boy, and the second reason is that the way he carries himself in the house, he doesn't necessarily look for validation from anybody in the house. He does what he needs to do, doesn't necessarily need people to exist in that space. And he has done it consistently back to back. They felt like, oh, because he's the smallest boy, he will be trying to be around everyone, maybe, asking for help or helping them around the house, or just sort of being at their beck and call. But Coin disappointed them. He's not that person. He's not even that guy. So because of that, they really cannot relate to the fact that somebody that is that young will be able to carry himself the way he's carrying himself. And it's even further annoying them with all the revelation of the situation that is going on with Dede, Sultana, and it looks like Jason is hot. And everybody knows that Jason is their favorite. People like Jason in the house. Jason is that guy, first HOH, everybody could relate with him. So all these situations going on, and not just Jason, even Kola. So these two people, that Kola and Jason, that they love in the house, they like this girl. Coin is the one that is now, with the girl, and also playing another girl that Jason still likes. All those ones put together. Anyways, so Jason, you're boring. Jason is boring. Come on now, you guys. Come on. I understand that when it comes to task, right? He cannot be boring. He's the one that we talk about the most. In fact, for me, I look forward to seeing how competitive Jason will be at the arena. That's why I've been speaking about how he was slacking today. So I'm going to give it to him. Him and Joanna, those two people, when it comes to tasks, challenges, then they always put their best foot forward. Then, talking about Jason being boring again, I don't think he's boring, because let's not forget that when it comes to games and being the games master, Jason has been the one bringing up all the games in the house and everything up until recently, when Kola started trying to do. And there is no game that Kola had tried to do that was successful. Like, Kola, can you just let Jason be doing this game master thing? Because Callers game, as in they do, people they waka comot. As in they do, people they comot. Like, guy, leave Jason when they do in game master thing. Then also, let's not also forget that Jason has been head of house. He has led the house before. Then Jason, he has been in this whole drama of Dede, him and Dede's situationship, even before he moved to Sultana. This same Jason had kissed Sultana. It was such a conversation. So Jason is giving us things to talk about. And when you want to talk about people that are boring in the house, I don't want to mention people's names, but there are people that we pretty much don't talk about. You don't see their names as highlights anywhere. Like, if you are scrolling the streets of YouTube, you will not see their names as, oh, this person now did this person now did that. That goes to show how boring these people are. So the people's names that have been coming up consistent, I'm just going to go ahead and mention some of them. Imisi, number one. Imisi, she makes us laugh a lot. She does the craziest things. She also annoys us a lot. Imisi, oh my God, Imisi is a thorn in our flesh. So yeah, we talk about Imisi a lot. We also talk about Victory a lot. We talk about Gigi Jasmine a lot. We talk about Jason a lot. We talk about Coin a lot. We talk about Dede a lot. Then we talk about Sultana a lot. We talk about Kola as well a lot. Um, who else comes up a lot? Who else in that house? So you can imagine me thinking, Telma, yes, of course. We talk about Telma a lot. Then Faith. Faith, in recent times, we have been speaking about Faith. Then yeah, these are the people that we speak about. So anybody we know the list, wetin we come dey use you dey do. Yeah, we talk about culture, we talk about rude boy, we talk about K-Bobo, yes, talk about K-Bobo and all these other interesting people. So Jason cannot be classified as boring. Names of people that would let me mention people that we don't talk so much about in the house. I'm just going to mention it. I'm not saying they are boring, but they don't necessarily give us something that is worth talking about. So let me mention some of them. Big Soso, for example. She's just unproblematic. She's just in the house. We don't speak about Joanna too much, but I'm not going to say she's a boring person or whatever, but we don't speak about Joanna too much. We also do not speak about Mide too much. Like, we don't speak about Mide. In fact, not at all. We hardly speak about Mide. We also do not speak about Tracy. If not like she won HOH, we wouldn't have spoken about Tracy. We don't speak about who is in this house again. Okay, I didn't mention Isabella. We spoke about Isabella a lot. We don't speak about who else. Yeah, just a handful of people that we don't speak about. So we don't speak about Deneri a lot. So yeah, you guys. Ivata, yeah, we don't speak about Ivata. We don't speak about Ivata. You're right, Olushola. You're right. Oh God, no be small oh. Me too, I feel for the parrot. Wetin happen? Kebobo wan use all the muscle break the thing. Wetin happen? Kilagbe, kilaju. Wetin you carry, wetin you throw away. He wan use the muscle break the thing. Oya, come say take take the take the card. If you see the way wey dem bring am out, if you see how squeezed the card was. I say, ah, this thing has to be immunity oh, for where not be immunity. Yes, Bright, Denari, Big Soso. Yes, these are people that we don't speak about. Yes, we don't speak about them. The only reason why Bright's name had come up was carrying Pfizer is not his own, and then they gave him strike, and that's pretty much it. We don't speak about so Bright and Mide their ship. We don't even get to say, no mission thing going on around their ship, you know. Now people know they ship safe now they try to force to ship, which is Kola and Dede, Abikoin and Dede. You know, these are the people that were trying to force to ship. But Bryce Morgan and Mide they are in an active ship. We need to even try to ship them or talk about them because there's really nothing to talk about there, you know. So yeah. Who else? Who else? You guys, who is your fave? If you are here, tell me who your fave is. Let me know if I like your fave. The king, Mensan. I'm sure Mensan is going to walk. He's going to walk his ass off this week that he's free. He's just going to be cleaning the kitchen, washing the dishes, you know, helping around the house, you know, just doing stuff because he knows that he's safe. He's not going to be packing his bag this week. Some of the things that previous housemate had spoken about that was so exhausting was them having to pack their bags and unpack every other week. That work is tasking. It's very, very tasking. Oh, Coin is your favorite. Well, let me see. I see what's going on there. I see what's going on there. Meanwhile, if Coin is your favorite, then you people, there's food for you people tomorrow. They are cooking. They are cooking. Coin's birthday is tomorrow, and Dede is obviously planning a surprise for him. I think she wants to make breakfast for him or whatever. I don't know how they're going to do it, sha sha sha, but she's planning a surprise for him or to do something special for him. And she had told him that, don't tell anybody that tomorrow is your birthday oh, because I want to be the first to do something for you before anybody will beat me to it. So yeah. Then talking about Coin, do you know that Coin and Dede were fighting between yesterday and today? You know, after the whole live eviction show where we thought, oh, culture is your fave. Oh, interesting, interesting. Dede is your fave. Let's talk about your fave. Faith and Sultana is your fave. Okay, okay, nice one. Only how many fave you get? Only you get Isabella, only you get Coin, only you get Culture, only you get Imisi, only you get Dede. Okay, these people for finale Abby. Okay, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. So let me gist you. So that yesterday now, after the whole live eviction show thing, Dede was not upset at Coin for the whole case thing with Sultana, which was I was quite surprised about because I know that she could have said, "Oh, you're bringing drama my way," but that wasn't the case. Then she also was like, she had said something, of course, calls them fishes. Of course, Coin is part of the fish that she was talking about. Faith and Mensan is your fave, okay? Mbali, Coin is your baby. I'm talking about your baby. So, you know, moving on, that's how they had that conversation. And Dede was going to, you know, just speak to Coin that, oh, I don't mean that you guys are fishes or anything. Or it's just like this. And, you know, Coin took it well. It was like, cool, 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 fine. I know we're not going to be fish besties. I mean, how did he put it? We're not going to be fish besties. And, you know, they talked about it and they hugged it out. They even shook hands. She was not calling Coin, you, bad boy. They shook hands and everything. Then the now for that was talking. So Dede was like, if I'm going to say anything on this matter, or that's if I must talk about this matter, it looks like a pattern, right? It looks like what's his name? Sultana. So she said it looks like a pattern. It looks like Sultana is just, you know, coming for me, like she wants what I have, you know. That's how she was putting it. But I don't think that's the case here because at the time, no, I think they were close. Oh. Dede and Coin were close. You guys, please tell me, was Dede and Coin that very close when Coin kissed Sultana? I mean, when Sultana and Coin kissed, when the kiss happened, do you think that they were very close? Let me know because, but I don't think that Sultana was doing it from a place of because she has him, let me go and take him. I don't think that's where this is coming from. But you know, that's what Dede feels. But yeah, we're going to find out. So yeah, you know, moving away from that conversation, after everything, everybody was happy. Oh. So people that had told them that they were going to, you know, switch places and dress up. So the girls would dress like guys and the guys would dress like girls. Normal, right? Abi everything okay. So Dede went and brought one skirt for Coin to wear. And she showed him the skirt. He was like, okay, let me hold on to this. Let me try it and see how it looks. And then he was like, you know what? Give me back the skirt. Give me back the skirt. I have attachment issues. I'm not going to give it to you today. Let me give it to you tomorrow. And then they were like, no, give me my skirt. Give me my skirt. They were dragging it, and people were there. And Coin felt some type of way about it. Like, it's just your clothes. Like, I will wear it and I will give it back to you. Why are you making a big deal out of it? Like, who else would I collect clothes from? Shasha, they left the matter. And by the following day, he ended up wearing Joanna's skirt, wore Tracy's jacket, wore Tracy's wig, wore one person's jacket. So, and he has a close female friend in the house, and he could have just easily worn her outfit, but they didn't do that. So he shall wore what he wore, and then everybody moved on. At the end of the day, it was even Tracy that wore Coin's clothes. So because of that, Coin was not talking to Dede. He face strong. He carried that strong face. He made food. He didn't. Dede went to eat. He didn't make food for Dede. Everybody knows that he usually makes breakfast for Dede, for where give Dede food. Hunger, mama Dede, or Dede go kitchen, go cook by herself, and then he went to cook for himself, and then all these ones, they were still not talking. They still carry, if you see Coin's strong face today, smile one bit. They went to play the challenger game. Coin did not say a word to anybody. He just sat there, right from the HOH game to this challenger game, just sat there, didn't go answer anybody. And when Coin was playing, because he made it to the final stage, when Coin was playing, Dede was cheering, oh, go Coin, go Coin. He heard, but he didn't respond to Dede. So today, when they shared the whole brief, everybody pick your character, everybody was quite happy. The house was in a better mood. They now came and said, oh, like, let them go and talk. So she and Coin, they went to have the conversation, and Coin explained his own part of the game, and Dede was like, oh, she was joking, yeah. She was now apologizing. Next thing they now moved to, did you miss me today? Did you not miss me today? I say, oh, it is well. They were tipsy when the kiss happened. Yeah, it doesn't mean that they didn't know what they were doing. No. They were very, very aware of what they were doing, because that conversation progressed. I remember I made the video and I was talking about how the conversation progressed up until that point. It was a premeditated thing. It was not a game, as Coin and Sultana are claiming. It wasn't a game. It was both of them having a conversation from the dining table. Oh, I love tattoos. The type of tattoo I would like to get. All those type of things. So then when they talk, they smile, they look into each other's eyes. I didn't want to imagine anything when that whole conversation was going on. And there were a couple of people on that table. The table kept getting empty until it was just both of them left. They walked, everything, until they got to the dressing room. Yes, it was a party day. I think it was after one of the parties. I think it was pool party, because it was after the kiss that she and Jason kissed. So she and Jason kissed after a Saturday night party, right? Right. So it means that she and Coin kissed after a pool party. I think so. So yes, she was tipsy. Coin too was probably tipsy, but they were very, very aware of what they were doing. They were. They were. You guys should go and maybe check my previous video of the kiss that happened with them. And you guys can also go and check like the conversations that they had before that kiss happened. So it was premeditated. They should not do like, oh, we didn't know how everything just happened. It just happened and lie. Just happened. Just happened. Yeah. She said she talk about Coin's maturity. Okay, and to be honest, right, this whole situation going with Coin, Kola, and Jason, right? I'm quite surprised about how Coin is handling it, because somebody said let him kiss Jerry. I'm quite surprised about how Coin is handling it, because even when he goes to the diary room to have conversations with Biggie, these people don't necessarily come up when he's talking about how, oh, he doesn't care about, like, they hardly come up in the conversation. He just does his things and go, unlike the rest of them. When you hear Kola talking to Dede, he's always bringing Coin's name or bringing Jason's name. Oh, so what if Jason now this? Oh, what if Kola now? What if Coin now this? Oh, what if? But you know, it's not the case for Coin. When he's talking with Dede, he doesn't bring anybody's name up. Like, it just feels like it's just him there. Nobody else exists. and that's something to commend, because it's not even easy with the way the house is. We know how pressure, how everything is. It's not even easy. Anywho, who else is here? What am I pressing? Cancel. Am I pressing? Um, I feel for Isabella. Kaikumi's eviction really pain her. Ah, yes, yes, yes. The fact that Kaikumi left, Isabella is even holding up really well. I'm not going to lie. She's trying. She's holding up well. She's doing well. Because for somebody like Isabella, that we know that most of her time she spends it with Kaikumi, as he left, she's adapting well in the house, and that's something to commend. Of course, she's going to adapt, and it's clear that she actually really really likes him despite all the things that she was doing in the house. So yeah, but Kaikubi had it coming, sha. He had it coming. I'm not even going to lie. Him leaving, he could have done better to stay in that house, at least for the sake of Isabella, if not for anything. Like, just be there so that she has someone. But it is what it is. According to him, he doesn't regret anything he did, so it's okay. You guys, I don't talk now, it's not the payment, 30 minutes. Whenever I get to 30 minutes of my life, I'm just like, okay, let's wrap it up. Let me sound like Diddy. Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up. Okay, okay, let's wrap that up. Anyways, so yeah, that's what's going on, guys. That's what's going on. Now, culture is denying that. Oh, he didn't do anything. He didn't say anything. But you went to speak for Tracy. No, all the housemates are nominated except the people that were saved. I've mentioned Zita, of course, head of house. Um, excuse me. Thank you so much. Thank you, Olabisi. Let me run. I don't talk too much. I make a choke on my own cough. Anyway, so yeah, the people that are saved for the week, four people: Zita, Jason J, Mensan, and Faith. The rest of the 20 housemates are all up for eviction. So you guys vote for your fave. Remember that one vote is very, very important. You'll be thinking that you've done enough, but you don't know what the other team is doing. So if you do not want your fave to leave, hmm, you guys vote, okay? Vote, vote, vote. Thank you so much for joining my live today. And if you stay till the end, thank you. Do not forget to like the video. Tap the screen of your phone. Tap on the screen of your phone. You will not see the like button. Just tap on the screen of your phone and you're liking the video. So thank you, thank you, thank you again. And yeah, I love you guys so much. It's always nice chatting with you guys. And of course, I'm going to bring all the hot, hot gist to you in case of anything tonight. Okay? Thank you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh, people are coming more. I want to go. People are coming. I want to go. People are coming. Anyways, I'm saving the live so you guys can watch the live again. If you're just joining, you can watch the live again. Ivata and Tracy might go. Okay, fingers crossed. Let's see. Let's see how that goes. I'm quite skeptical about Tracy leaving, especially because you know that Tracy was not in bottom three the last time that she was up. She was not in bottom three. And the same people that were in bottom that have appeared in bottom two or bottom three, they're still standing against Tracy. So, like Deneri, for example, Ivata, for example, they're standing alongside Tracy, same people that she stood with when she was saved. So, I don't know about that, but we're going to see. Time will tell. Thank you guys so much. This is my last goodbye. Like, this is the real bye bye. Bye, guys. I'm saving the live, so let's watch it. Thank you.